and welcome here to Talk FCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys. I think it still stings, doesn't it? I think it still hurts, the fact that, yes, on Thursday, we made a mistake. We fell down when it really counted, when it really mattered. We know that coming into this weekend, we should be top. We should be leading this league, and there's no doubt about it, that is still going to hurt, and it will do until we put that right. So the big question that I would have coming into this weekend, and indeed, ahead of these last games, can we bounce back? Can this team still push for the title? Because against Valencia, if we can win, we are still in this race. Kickoff will be coming to us at 9 PM on Sunday, live from Mestalla. This has never ever been an easy place to go, and I certainly do not expect things to change this coming weekend, regardless of Valencia's form coming into this game. And before we do have a look there at the league table and exactly where we stand in the title race, I want to show you this, because our result against Granada, our loss on Thursday, it was our 6th of the season, which means that now we've matched the tally of losses that we had in the entirety of our last campaign, and that's not good enough. You look at the kind of results that we've had there against Getafe, losing that game, losing to Cadiz, losing to Granada, even they're the big games that we've fallen down in. That is not good enough. And you look at these kind of results where we've dropped points and failed this season, we should be top. We should be leading this league, no question about it. But in football, you get what you deserve. You've got to earn it. You have to make sure that you do everything in your power to get to the top. We didn't do that on Thursday. Will we do it on Sunday? Because this is indeed, as it stands, the La Liga table heading into the weekend. Atletico Madrid remain on top on 73 points there with 5 games to go this season. And Barca's result against Granada, it means that not only are we not top, but we're not even second. Our destiny now no longer is in our own hands, because Real Madrid, they're in second, courtesy of the head-to-head ruling. The fact they beat us twice over the course of the season, that means they have the upper hand now. And we're going to rely not only on ourselves against Atletico, but also we have to hope that Real Madrid slip up. And let's not forget either about Sevilla. They're still in this too, because here are the permutations in terms of the title race heading into these last 5 games. Atletico will win the league if they win all of their remaining games, which of course means, again, coming up against us at the Camp Nou. If they win that and all the rest, they are guaranteed to win the title. Real Madrid, though, will win the league if they win all their last games, and if Atletico Madrid fail to win at least one of their games, which could be against us at the Camp Nou, whereas Barça, we have to win every single one of our 5 games, and we've also got to hope that Real Madrid slip up at least once, and Sevilla as well. They'll be waiting around for any slip-ups to try to take advantage. But honestly, guys, as much as I am very disappointed, as much as I am still hurting from that result against Granada, you can't deny we are still in the race. Because looking at the fixtures here that the top 4 have heading into those last games, every single one of them, they've got tricky encounters. You look at Atletico, they've got to play us, they've got to play Sociedad. Those are 2 games there that easily Atletico Madrid could drop points. Real Madrid, they've got the Champions League as well to contend with too, and they've also got to play Sevilla, Granada, Athletic, Villarreal. Those are all very, very tricky games. Barça, we've got Valencia this weekend. We've got Atletico, Levante, Celta, and then even Sevilla, they've got Athletic, Real, Valencia, Villarreal. Every single team in this race, there's still going to be twists, there's still going to be turns. But in the end, can we end up on top at last? Because coming into this game against Valencia, you would be absolutely well within your rights to say, well, our opponents on this day are Valencia. They're 14th in the league. They haven't won in their past 5 games, and they have had, to be honest, a disastrous season. And you would be absolutely right. But you know what? I don't care. It doesn't mean anything. On paper, on Thursday, we should have won that game. We should have absolutely dominated Granada, gone top of the league, no question. Did it happen? No. Everything right now is out the window. You cannot take anything for granted. Coming into this game, be motivated, be concentrated, understand the job in hand, because if you don't pick yourself up, if Koeman here doesn't get that confidence quickly back into the players, we're going to be down, we're going to be despondent, and we're going to drop more points. And if we do that, I'm telling you now, it's game over. And indeed, guys, heading into this weekend, one thing that I do have to once again draw your attention to is the risk of suspension for Lionel Messi, for Antoine Griezmann, Frenkie de Jong, and indeed Oscar Mingueza. If any of those players receive a booking in this game, it would be significant because they would be suspended, and the game they'd miss is our next game, which is Atletico Madrid at the Camp Nou. Of course we don't want that. And Ronald Koeman, in terms of that selection, he's got big questions to answer. Because this right here is the team that played and lost against Granada. In that game, of course, we saw Umtiti and Sergio Roberto come into the team along with Ilaix Moriba. And on the day, Oscar Mingueza, Sergio Busquets, and indeed Ilaix were all subbed off. And the question would be, who out of that team there is going to keep their place? Who did enough to start in this game? And I would actually look at a number of changes straight away, straight off the bat. I could say there that Samuel Umtiti probably he's not going to keep his place. He was brought in there for that one-off game against Granada. It didn't work out, and I would not expect him to start here. And surely as well, you don't start Roberto. There is nothing on this planet, there's nothing that happened at all that you could say, yeah, you know what, let's start him again. It should not happen. He should not be in the starting lineup. And of course, Ilaix as well will also be making way. But the question will be, who does replace them? And it's not only those three either, because I would also put a few question marks out there, a few players that I feel are at risk. Number one would be Gerard Piqué. Once again, we're asking questions there about his fitness. He has played now 2 games in the space of a few days. Another one here is coming against Valencia. Is he going to be physically ready for this game? And also Oscar Mingueza. We know that Koeman can be pretty hard on him at times. He does expect the best from Mingueza. Is he going to keep his place in the team? But based on those guys keeping their slots, there are 3 windows of opportunity there. One of those is coming at centre-back, and the question would be, is it going to be Clement Longley to return, or would you play Ronald Araujo? Now, in order to do that, you'd switch Mingueza there to the left centre-back role, Piqué in the middle, and then Araujo from the right. But I don't expect Koeman to do that. I think it's going to be a clear like-for-like swap. Umtiti is going to go back out, and Longley is going to come back in to make up Longley, Piqué, and Mingueza at centre-back. At right-back, like I say, Roberto out, Dest back in. It is that simple, that straightforward, and it's a decision that Koeman has to make. In that midfield position, though, it is a little bit more complicated, and certainly Koeman has options in that area. You could, of course, bring Pedri straight back in if you do feel as though he's got enough rest there for the time that he spent away from the field, even though he did come on against Granada. You could play Riqui Puig if Koeman remembers who he is. There is an opportunity there to start him in this game. There's also Miralem Pjanic. Or do you switch their formation slightly? Do we go back maybe to 2 midfielders, Busquets and De Jong, and bring Dembele back into the team in that forward line? But I think in all honesty, we all know what Koeman is going to do. Pedri is going to come back in. I believe this will be the lineup, and I think certainly there's enough quality to beat an out of form, a poor Valencia side. This team now has to bounce back. They've got to show the mentality to rise again after that big disappointment, because as we keep saying, we can't make mistakes. And in terms of your predictions heading into this game, guys, I have done it a little bit differently today, certainly because I wanted to know whether you still believe that Barça could win La Liga. When all's said and done, with the games that we have left, is it possible? And many of you guys are saying, you know what? It is still possible. Many of you actually saying, definitely, we can still win this league. No question about it. The majority there opting for it's possible. A few people as well saying, you know what, I doubt it, and no chance at all that we could win. But you know what? For me, it is still on. If we can win against Valencia, we've then got an entire week to prepare for the game against Atletico. We've seen the fixtures, we've seen the challenges that still remain for all of those teams. As long as we're not the ones to slip up, there will be a chance. There will be an opening, but we gotta win here. This is a big game. Let's do it. So please, guys, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What are your predictions and what kind of Barcelona performance are you expecting coming into this game? Let me know all of that down below. Of course, I'll be seeing you on Sunday after the game. This is going to be a big test of our character, but not the kind of character that Ronald Koeman called the referee. Because if I say that, maybe I'll get banned. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you indeed for watching. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.